something the other day at the building site when we were deliberating on pillars, and a statement was made by an architect. He said, when a pillar carries the weight that ought to have been evenly distributed by 4 pillars, the pillar crumbles and the building crumbles. So what the builders do, they weigh the weight of the building and they equally distribute the weight to all the pillars. You understand me? No doubt, you can be the Lord. He will kill you, the project will never go. But when there are other pillars, a financial pillar is standing this way and is uplifting the load, an intercessor pillar is standing the other way and is uplifting the load. A preacher pillar is standing this other way. A giver pillar, an instrumental pillar. Everybody is busy in its own section of holding that weight. It will stand. Did you hear me? Tell the person closest to you that you are important for the success of this mission. The way you said it, it looks like you got angry with him this morning. Hello? Tell the person you are important. I said, tell him again you are important. Hello? Can I move forward now? The price tag. When everybody pays the price, the load goes faster. The work excels. You must pay the price. There is nothing, there is no free worm or free bait in the hook. Nothing. There's no free bait. Each time you see a bait, there's a people who go after free things, oil up, hooking themselves. Are you understanding me? Are you getting me? I used to think that shortcuts are bush tracks until I went there and one day I took the longest cut because I felt it was a bush track. When you see a broad road, you say, no, this one a long road. Take shortcut. And I entered into the bush. I went round and round and round and round and round. Hey! Tell your neighbor, let you pay the price. Okay, we move on. Today is a good teaching. Let's go back to our scripture. Before we go back to our scripture, if a pastor, a minister has to count on you, a visionary, a leader has to count on you. There are things, if you are worthy to be trusted, worthy to be relied upon, if they can depend on you, number one, there must be character. Number two, there must be competence, expertise. Number three, there must be commitment. And in the commitment, there must be consistency. The worst thing that can happen to any organization, any church, is to have uncommitted experts. Oh my. It looks like this message. Don't worry, I'll preach this message in America. It's not good for Africa. The worst thing that can happen to any leader, to any team, is uncommitted experts. People who know how to do it, they are expert at singing, expert at preaching, expert at praying, but they are never available. People who know how to do it in a better way, but never there. And I told us here sometime in this church, I said, I prefer an amateur, a committed amateur, to an uncommitted, unavailable expert. If you see somebody who does not really know how to do it, but is available, you can rely on that one than somebody who knows how to do it, but is never there. Hello. Commitment. And not only commitment, consistent. Hey, on Tuesday, our population was great, right? And some people tested the work. They took the other turn. Let me end at that. Even the man who said we should give him 7 holes. Amen. The secretaries belong to the Lord. Praise the Lord, somebody. Yes, teamwork. Teamwork. I'm not only talking about because there's a church building. Look, the reason why families fail because there is no teamwork. I'm teaching you principles how you can build a team. You can build an organization. You can join a team and make the team succeed. Nothing succeeds with single people. Praise the Lord. I say praise the Lord. Okay, let's go back to that scripture. The Bible says the people were of one language and one speech. I want to touch on a few things and I pray for you. The people were of one language and one speech. And they said to themselves, go to or come, let us build a city and a tower whose top reaches up to heaven. And they took lesser materials. Yet they succeeded in the vision. Because as I used to say, radically, riches, wealth is not in raw materials. Wealth is not the amount of oil wells a nation has. Wealth is not the amount of things a people have. Wealth is the mind. Africa, I don't want to say it's cursed, with more than enough raw materials. More than enough. What the world needs is in Africa. Yet it is called a dark continent. One day I was calculating why is Africa the way it is, including our own. I realized, see, the place where they always tidy up, not like the place where they produce the job. Kitchen can never be clean as a parlor when the food is eaten. Are you understanding me? Kitchen are kitchen. That's why they go cook their food for kitchen, they go to the kitchen. When they want to eat, they bring it in a clean place and they eat it in a clean place. May the Lord deliver us from being the kitchen of the world. If you don't say amen, I will say it again. Are you understanding me? Get a mind. I went to another world, to Dubai. I see San country. I still repeat this thing again. Sun everywhere. And only I think see somewhere like that. And then when I entered, I said, hi. How see this plane no go land on top Sansano? When we entered into the city, I did not need to polish my shoe. Some first class rooms. How do you tar road on top of intensive sand? Yet, rain falls once in a year. Sometimes just once in a whole year. But they have gone right to the sea. Draw water, refine the water. They sell drinking water, their bottle, cheaper than in Cameroon. Wealth is not in the resources. Wealth is in the mind. If you have a mind, you are rich. I say if you have a mind, you are rich. The people did not have good resources. They did not have good material. They had cheaper material. Yet, because they had a vision that was stronger than their material, they attained their vision. Can somebody say big amen here? I want to touch something. Let time not fail me to touch that thing because I've so much spoken before we go. The Bible says, and the people are of one language and one speech. The word imagine in Hebrew is Yezer. Yezer. Amen. Yezer. Yezer is talking about conceiving and creating a thing in your mind. Amen. Question is, can I take you to a Bible class here? Is seeing a picture, is framing and seeing a thing already accomplished, the final completion of that thing when it does not yet materialize. The exam is not this your two eyes, it's the eyes of your spirit. Imagination is that mental or not even mental picture. It goes beyond mental picture. That steady retained mental picture that is so strong that makes you see beyond the ordinary. Let me bring it a bit to small medicals. There's a medical term, I don't know how it is, where they believe that when a woman is so infatuated, is so carried, is so expectant of a baby, it affects her imagination such that she experiences her breast changing, her womb begins to enlarge, her menses skips. Why? She so expected. There was a yetzar in her mind. She was already seeing the baby, so that it has affected her hormones and everything about her mind, and her system begin to change towards what is her mental picture. Oh God. Hey, this church maybe this morning. Are you understanding me? Is that true? Don't know, is that true? Yes. That was what? Expectation of a baby affected all her hormones and stopped her menses, and her stomach began protruding. Oh, if it can happen like that to a pregnant, expectant woman, which means if you if you begin to imagine yourself into riches and you maintain that imagination, what happens? It affects your system, affects your behavioral pattern, affects the way you sleep, affects the way you stay up, affects the thing you do. Before you knew, in 10 years' time, you are a multi-millionaire. The word triggers me here so much. The Bible says, God Himself said, see what the people imagine to do. Which means it was not one person's imagination. I don't know how to help me, Lord, to explain this thing. It was not one person's imagination. Can I say something here? A man, I can imagine a thing, and my imagination stretches to the back door. And reaches the length of my imagination, reaches at the back door. Do you know that God told Joshua that from the river Euphrates to the Lebanon to the going down of the sun shall be a boundary? When somebody says, I measure you land, and the boundary that the going down of the sun, the end goes out. My God. Which means, as far as your imagination can go, you can possess. Can I preach here? Can I preach here? Each time you build a mental picture of a desired future, a dream, and it anchors in your imagination. Some of us, the reason why we are where we are today is because of mental pictures. We were dreaming high, and sometimes it affected our dreams. A man who has a call of God in his life keeps dreaming of great things, thinking of great things. Do you know how much he dreams? He dreams in Renabonga praying for him. He dreams in Archbishop Benson in the house of ministry to him. Benny Hinn, great men, Pastor Chris. Why? It's a picture of his dreams. If you see all those who all their dreams, they saw enemy. Like the picture waiting in their mind. Are you understanding me? If you do dream about money, you will see money set for dream. Hello? Dream. Thinking. Now, I want to show something here. When this man dreams, and his dream was structures, one building, two buildings, and I came, my own dream was industry, two large companies, and this other one, his own dream was an airline company. His dream is bigger than my own is bigger than this one. Did I make something clear here? So our imaginations are of different ranges, even though all are in the business world, but they are of different ranges. Can I preach to our Bible here? The Bible says, the Bible says, look at what these people have imagined to do, which means there was a strong communication that made this man's dream move from two buildings to an airline. Made my own move from two companies to an airline company. Three of us now have dreams of what? Airline companies. It is possible for me to tell you about airline companies, but until that thing becomes an imagination in your mind, I never told you anything. Oh my. Until I communicate it and you begin to see the way I see. What does God say? The Bible says, if two shall agree as touching anything on this earth, it shall be agreed by my Father. It shall be done by my Father in heaven. Then I came and asked myself, why is there on several times I have held the hand of my wife and I said, we agree for this thing. We agree, we agree. And then it delayed. I will tell you the reason. Sometimes we said, but have we not agreed? We pray in the name of Jesus. We agreed on the thing. Why did it not happen? Our yetsar, our imaginations were on two different frequencies. One was seen shorter, the other one was seen longer.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding me?
Yes,
if they're not the same frequency, then reach the same height. When we start to do it, God is fighting in heaven.
Yes.
This is what God was saying. God was saying, these people, all of them, they have so communicated that the imagination of a door that leaves earth and reaches heaven have been inscribed in their subconscious. It's not like some few ones are seeing a door reaching heaven. There's some other ones are seeing only one building that reaches this roof. All of them were caught up in the height of the vision. God said, can I read it from New Living Translation? Oh my. Say, preacher, preach. Oh, even if you don't tell me to preach, I'll preach. I say, preacher, preach.
Preacher, preach.
Let's read verse 6. No, yeah, read verse 6 in King James. Yeah, keep reading from King James Bible. Which one is that? New Living Translation. Read it.
The Lord said, if as one people speaking the same language, they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them.
Oh no, that's not New Living Translation. He said, the people are united. They speak the same language. After this is what I wanted to get. Read it again.
Look, he said, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them.
Stop there, sir. What was Papa God saying? The people had imagined. They have one frequency of imagination. They have already seen this building completed before it began. They have one dimension of imagination. After this project, when they complete this project, nothing will disturb them. If they finish this project, they will enter the next one. Maybe they'll start building from heaven to earth. Somebody say after this. Somebody say after this. Somebody say after this. Look, you've not seen anything yet. Can I talk about this structure? Can I talk about that building there? After this, we are setting a wheelchair section. We are setting a section for blind. Somebody say after this. You've not seen anything yet. There are galleries, extended galleries. Are you understanding me? I was fighting with my technicians not to narrow the building because I need space. Somebody say after this. Sometimes you thought you have sown too much. Sometimes you thought you have given too much. But keep giving. Let that project finish. Let that project finish. Somebody say after this. When you be flying to America for a multi-million business, when you be flying to Russia for a multi-million business, somebody say after this. Preacher, preach. God is saying something there. Say after this. After this. Take your seat. He said, these people can keep the same mind and continue and finish this one. The next one will be more dangerous than this one. Listen. Let me stop and show you some few things. Hello? Hey. What was the desire of these people? The law of identity. They wanted identification. Let us be a Toa. A city and a Toa. That will reach heaven. So that wherever we are, we can look at that Toa and we identify with the place. If I am in America, I look at that Toa that we built and I see it. I say that's where I'm coming from. Someone say identification. If I am in Russia, I am inside the pit. As I lift up my eyes and I see that building, that Toa. If I see somebody who knows that Toa, I will know that is my brother. Listen. Hey. Because anybody who was not there in the construction cannot speak the language. Because we had a language there. Are you understanding me? We have a language there. So when we find ourselves with people, we don't have marks on our forehead. How do we know that this one is my brother? This is a Graphite. This is another Graphite. How do we spot ourselves? Someone say identity. There is something that identifies us. Preacher, preach. Can I tell you about ministry here? Preacher, this is what I'm preaching to you. Ministry is identification. Until you bring a church, a commission, a ministry to a place of identification, where they identify with that place, with that grace, with that commission, you are failed. You are only having a social gathering, not a church. Hello. The reason why, even when I moved to Douala, to go, we have a branch there, it's not today, we have to go to Douala, to go there and hand me to work. The church here is like, that is, you don't go. It's why the people, the children in the house have identified. Listen. Under the rain, the identity is working. They can't cross to another place because they have an identity. When I see people who easily cross, I check their identity. That's why sometimes we need to stand on the road and check identity. Because there are some people who easily cross. Listen. They are neither bats nor they are neither bird nor rat. They are bats. Get an identity. Ministry is identity. That's why the secret of ministry in Nigeria is identity. When you go your Dr. Luko Yakamso, die by fire, die. Even his doctrines is different from deeper life. So when his people are going there, they can't enter deeper life. If you hear the way they talk in deeper life, you know say that deeper life is. Are you understanding me? You know say that deeper life is. If you enter Olokoya, mountain of fire, they can tell you from the door. You can just spy and see the people, and you know this is how they are. This is how they talk. This is how they dress. This is how they behave. Somebody's identity. If you enter Venus Chapel, you will identify. If you enter Christ Embassy, you will do what? Identify. This one way you don't fever bat, or you don't fever bird, you don't fever rat. There's a problem with you. And one of the things I'm struggling to build in your life is that identity. Until the people identify, the building will not go. Can I preach here? Okay, get this one. They wanted identity. They wanted a common ground. One man said, your significance is not in your similarity with others, but your difference from others. Your significance is not in your similarity with others. It's your difference from others. I wrote here, identity can be defined as that similarity with your own fold that makes you different from others. I wrote here, identity can be defined as that similarity with your own fold, with your own people that makes you different from others. When identity traits becomes a culture, it affects the people subconsciously. Write this one. What brings identity? Number one, what brings identity? That you can see a grandmamite in Dubai and you move to Belgium, you see another one. You say the first one I saw is a grandmamite. This one is a grandmamite. I can pinpoint them. What brings identity? Number one, association. Someone say association. When we associate with one another, we develop identity. And long-term association. Amen. Amen. You know, let me knock off philosophies here. In these our days, in this gospel we preach in these days, the reason why if you look at some Christians, they don't have any identity. Even though Jesus said, "You don't need to buy it." I'll tell you something. It's because they don't have a sense of belonging. They associate nowhere. See, let me tell you, and tell you, even if it's your last time to be here, let me tell you, I'm glad you came here. But if You move from one church to another in the span of 6 months. After 2 years, you move to another. After 1 year, you move to another. After 2 years, you move to another. After 6 months, you move to another. You don't have an identity. I beg you, the next one you will go to, stay there. Hey, are you hearing me? The next one you will go to, in case you left this one, stay there and develop what? Identity. Because every church is a community. Praise the Lord. Let me give you this point. Why? Number one, association brings identity. Number two, when a people value the vision, when they value the vision, it gives them identity. If you value the vision of a sent man, it gives you identity. There are some things which, if you see in a leader, you can trust the vision or the dream. Is that true? There are some things, pastors, if a Christian, if members see in you, they can trust your dream, they can trust your vision. One of the things we have problems as pastors is that sometimes they don't trust our dreams. They don't trust our vision. Number one, faith. Number one, God. If they see in a man of God, they see God in a man of God. They see God in a pastor. They see God in a leader. They will trust that leader. True of us. I say true of us. Shout it aloud. When they see God in you, they will trust your vision. Number two, faith in his team. If you are a leader who believes in your people, they will believe in you. If you are a leader, you know, a lot of leaders want people to believe them, but they don't want to believe people. I was telling my pastor, I said, even as many as people disappoint me, I will never stop to trust people, because I can never walk alone until I trust people. Amen. Any general manager who is the accountant of his organization and the money counter will die off before time. I'm a senior pastor. Even if my finance committee mishandle finance, God forbid it, and it has never happened and it will never happen. But in case they mishandle finance, do I collect the money and captain? Do I collect and captain myself? No. I will put another person also. Yeah. Which means in life I must trust somebody. And you know the good news about it is that I trust you. I mean you. It surprised you. You don't surprise some people. I say I trust you. I did not say you are perfect. I say I trust you. I know your problem. I know your weaknesses. I know some place where you bend. But yet I trust you. Because if I don't trust you, you can never trust me. If I don't trust you, I can never leave a project in your hand. I will always be afraid, and I want to do it all, and I will die before my time. But the reason why I'm succeeding is because there are some people I trust. Even if I close my eyes, I know they will be there. I can only come and check, how is it going? Because when you trust the people, they end up loving you and trusting you. Oh, your amen is victory name. Faith in his team. Number three, when a leader has momentum, they trust the vision. They can trust the vision. 4, integrity. When a leader has integrity, that vision can go. Because when they trust in leaders' words, pastors, hear me. Leaders of the church, hear me. When people have confidence in your words, they have lost confidence in you and they have lost confidence in the dream. You see this mind of man. The funniest thing in this life is human mind. The strangest thing is the reason why only God knows the mind of man is because only Him can bear the mind of man. You look good, you lie, but you curse me from your mind. If I knew that you were cursing me in that laughter, I'll kill you. Are you understanding me? But because I don't know I'm smiling with you, that's a mind of mine. So when people lose confidence in a leader, they are smiling with you, they can be cursing you. You can be giving a vision, they are not there, one bit lie. But they are telling you, they are saying every day they say, every day. As you turn your back, they say don't go. I pray for you, I pray for my pastors, I pray for myself, I pray for my leaders. Let people learn to trust your word. May God give you grace that people can trust your word. And in case you devour with your word, learn to say I am sorry, so that people can pick up from them. The worst thing for a married man is to say a thing and ask the wife for reference, and the wife will not be here knowing that it's not true. So my wife don't so far. You know that? Yes, I'm doing it. Then she feels her face. Wait till that person go there. What you? Hey! Hello. Don't be like that kind of person. When somebody came to the house and said, "Where's your father?" Before the person entered, the child said, the father said, "Tell me, sir, tell me, sir, tell me, sir." So the man entered and said, "Who said Papa did?" He said, "Don't tell me, sir, I appreciate you." Are you understanding me? It's dangerous to lose word integrity. People, I've managed people for some years, not much, but my Jato, you need it now. Told me, he said when you're dealing, at that time those video people were doing palm cutting. He said you pastor 5 video people, you can pastor a congregation of 5,000, because you have never seen a people who can say a thing and mean another thing. Hello, that was those workers. That is why you must always fight. Let people not lose confidence in you. Integrity. Say, Pastor, you don't preach so long. And lastly, how do people identify? What makes people identify? When we know and respect our core values. A team has binding as its core values. What are the core values in your family? What are the core values in your enterprise? What are the core values in your personal life? In your friendship? What are the core values? Graham has his core values. If I had not spelled it out to you, but from my preaching, from our way of life, from our administrative structure, you can read it, that this is what we put priority in it. This is what we take less serious. This is what we take more serious. This is the way we are. Do you know that a true Graphamite does not speak faithlessness? No, meet them. Anyone when they speak faithlessness is still going in the school. One of the trouble with Graphamite is that they speak bigger than their sizes. I said you are not one. If you hear their father talk, you think that it was a muscular giant. Only to enter and see the man. I say, is he the Reverend? Because we don't talk small. We talk big. Are you understanding me? That is our identity. That is our core value. We see mountain and we tell you we can overcome. We see mountain mountain until we are climbing. Even we reach at the middle and went back down, we will say the second time can still go. We don't give up too easily. Somebody had a fire. God don't give up too easily. He failed the first time, he behaved as if he did not do it. We tried again the second time. He tells you, watch the second time. We are taking off. We are flying. But when we talk about the first land, that when I saw, was you and I that when I saw that land? What did we do? We lay hand on that land. We go claim the whole that place. We came and told church. We don't see land. We have already had the land. We did not have the land. Nevertheless, we did not change our talking. Are we not in our land? Are you hearing me? I was telling my elder, I said, I only a praise church, the build church in this atmosphere. Yes, sir. It's a praise church, the build church with this kind of atmosphere. But sorry, that's how we visit. Are you there? Yes, that's how we visit. I was telling my leaders, I said, sorry, I used to count from 5. People start counting from 1 and start from 5. So if it's difficult counting going up, I start counting coming down. Anyway, I started from the number. Yes, sir. Are you understanding me? Yes, sir. We don't give up. We don't lose a battle. We press on. That is our identity. Number 2, any Graphamite who is proud, I doubt that identity. Yes, sir. If you see us, you will never know that we this. Yes, until when we begin demonstrating. That is why people can bypass us and climb on us because we are humble but dangerous machine. Yes, sir. Somebody heard that here. Church. Yes, Reverend Gabiga. I said, sit down. Sit down, wait. She saw me on my tracksuit. My prayer where? And then so I'm looking for the reverend. The prophet, the reverend. I said, hey, they talk, I did hear. I said, the reverend is. I said, they talk. Then she composed herself before she started talking. One man came to me and told me, the child had cancer. He had heard how God has used me to heal other dangerous cases and other kind of things. And so she left from there. She came and met me. I said, that unfortunately for me that day I was with Shaw. I was brushing my teeth outside. And then he said, Begin your father's house. I said, yes. And it's true, my father is in the house. Only my father is in the house. He said, can I see your father? I said, yes. So I entered in. I said, come and sit down. He came and sat. I wore my dress. At least I increased a bit. He came and sat. He said, my son is having a crisis. Is your father here? I said, yes. He said, Reverend Kabika. I said, okay. Tell me, where is the child? He said, the child is, where is your father in? I said, this is Reverend Kabika. He said, are you Reverend Kabika? I said, yes. It's okay, sorry sir, sorry, man of God. Is that wait, are you Reverend Kabika? I said, sir, now what do you want to do now? God, what's your problem? He said, oh, we have never met before. Sorry, you have never met before. My child's cancer. I have struggled. Are you Reverend Kabika? The third time I got angry. I said, you know what to go? He said, no, when they told me, I knew that I would see one big gigantic man. I said, I'm my size. Yes, sir. But I'm bigger in the inside. Somebody have fire. And we're not talking just about size. Yes, sir. If you see a true Graphamite, yes, you will jump and pass. But when she begins demonstrating, you go know say you don't fit up dynamite. That's our value. See our pastors, easy to go, simple. But when it comes to the other side. No doubt a lot of people are traveling on us. That for lights. That's our core value. And you hear we are preaching. Now one side. If no be fire, die. Now be holy. Yes, sir. Be holy. 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 No push me. I don't know the other side. Thank you. And the two side that way I go. When I don't know what to say, I enter practical. Are you understanding me? Some years in Cuba, I was preaching and they said, they introduced me up. And I came up. And that day, people have preached and preached and preached and preached. So they introduced me up to hear the next sermon of the year. As I take microphone, before I knew, 1 hour something, the whole place was vibrating. When I finished, I had microphone. Some lady said, "This man dey dangerous. He don't speak one word for English." You were in Pastor Raymond's church. Okay, that's what they said there. They said that man is a dangerous man. People preached good. I mounted up. I said, "Don't drop." So that people cannot see through. I said, "Pastor Raymond, anytime you want to collect microphone, come. Because we don't get amen for this prayer." And we started 1 hour 45 minutes. Dr. Talena from Nigeria was watching the program. He called me and he said, "Which man is that? That guy is dangerous. How can you pray like that?" We have our identity. If we cannot speak the grammar, I said we cannot speak the grammar. You can hear our prayer. If we cannot speak the grammar, you can hear our prayer. Somebody have a fire. That's why any crop of might, wherever you go, I have confidence in you. I have confidence in the grace upon your head. That even when the enemy comes embarrassing you, you know what to do. That's our identity. Let me stop here. We are a team. Let me say this. Sit down and we pray. A team has its identity. And I want to say this with every verity and I pray for you. The first time we began Grace Mission here, after a while, God spoke to me. He said, "Son, I did not bring souls." He said, "You see all this set of people I brought ministers for you to prepare them. And if you walk during those periods, the teachings that He was giving me to give you were teaching for leaders, to build leaders, so that you can do it anywhere you go." Several years ago, my pastor was rebuking us. He said, he compared us with the apostolic. He said, in the villages, the apostolic in the villages. He said, if you go to any apostolic, an apostolic member left to one village, even if he go backslide, he remains apostolic. The day when he sees a small chance or some small carabao church, he will start apostolic for them. Even if he put over still strong, he will start apostolic. Even if he is still evil, which is bad, he will start apostolic for them. Other people will come on before they can go say, "Hey, some man not start apostolic for some thatch house." And then they begin to send leaders and begin to send pastors. And he told us, he said, he does not know what is troubling us. When we move to places, we are looking for where to identify with any other church, any other. So he called me. Daddy, I shall go for that place, so I never see church. Now which one I will go? That whether you're a grandmite. A grandmite must enter into a place and say, "How can I start one here? Can I pick up 1-2 persons and let's begin to pray? I may not know how to share scripture, but my father taught me speaking in tongues. He taught me how to pray. If I pray, result will happen. 1 will gather, 2 will gather, 3 will gather, 4 will gather. Before you know, Daddy, send somebody. Something is already cooking here.
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, Papa.
Pains my heart. I get grandmama move on. Say that the church be there far. Now no go. Even the play with winners chapel to be there far. So all these white so my spiritual life don't be that you pray. Napkin Christian. Can you start one? Can't you gather some one person, your family, and begin to pray? No time your prayer life is cold. When you start praying, God will start using you. Things will start manifesting. As Sister Nadine went to the village, the mother was persecuting her before. But the day she entered the village, the sister had crisis, demonic problem. She just started in the house there. She don't waste time. Paragadagada. So now which kind one is here? The lady started vomiting. Manifestation. When she finished, the junior one took over. Now the mama waiting, persecuting, rolled off Market Square. So I can't see woman TV close up in my house. And I can't see a woman. You don't come to my house. Tell your neighbor you can do it. I said, tell your neighbor you can do it. Tell your neighbor you can do it. It is teamwork. Start your feet. I commission you crack your mind. Some of you are already good scholars. I never say good power. I say good scholars. You know what we've done around Nigeria and Ekweto? That one is good power. Which one is that one? That one is take road transport. They work at through bush. That's a bush power. Bush power. But bush falling. That one we play carry you go drop her. Amen. Some of you are bush scholars.